Well, just in case you missed me and you missed the Saints making moves, Mickey Loomis and Dennis Allen decided to hit you up with another defensive tackle signing. This time it is Khalen Saunders of the Chiefs. Now, I think I got his name right. This is a player who, high motor, definitely jumps off the page. The downside is the durability question, and we'll get into that in a sec. But let's get to the details of the contract per Tom Pelissero of NFL Network. It's a 3-year deal worth up to $14.5 million. Look, they need defensive tackles, right? And I think that this is just another piece to the puzzle. And I still am under the belief that at the end of the day, the Saints don't have enough firepower on the defensive line right now, and they need to invest. So pick 29, pick 40, at least one of them, defensive line. You got to get younger on the defensive line. But when it comes to Saunders, look, there's a lot that I like here. One, age factor. I believe he's 26 years old. I think he's going to fit right in with what the Saints are trying to do. The second thing, the most important aspect of this, he is going to really help out the run defense. And we could say whatever we want about the Saints last year, what they did well, what they didn't do well. What I know that they definitely were on the decline with was run defense. And that's why when people got up in arms about losing Shy Tuttle and losing David Onyemata, I said I get that, especially with Onyemata. He's been such a big part of this defense for so many years. But man, that run defense got pushed around. You were no longer seeing the interior really imposing their will week to week. It was there some weeks. Like you look at the 49ers game, it was there. And then other weeks, they would just get gashed. I mean, the Falcons twice ran on them well this past season. So I do think that that's a major concern, and that was something that needs to get addressed. And the Saints are slowly but surely addressing it. Now, I mentioned Saunders' durability. That is and will be the big question mark here. This is a player who played in 7 games in 2021. Now, this past season, he was available for the whole year, had a career year. And maybe that's what it takes, right? Maybe him being on the field equals the good production. And it's that simple, right? 3.5 sacks. I think that was good. But look, this is about revamping the D-line. It's not about getting world beaters right now. It's getting enough guys that collectively can make some type of semblance of a unit. So yes, bringing in Nathan Shepard and bringing in Khalen Saunders, I think these are pieces to the potential puzzle. Now, I still think the Saints got to get younger. They got to get better. Like I wouldn't be mad if they moved up from pick 29 because there's a defensive lineman they like. I actually would encourage that because I do think they're missing another firepower type of piece to give them what they need. So we'll see. But defensive line was a huge need coming into today. Now it remains a big need, but they got 2 depth pieces in there. So now it's about finding the A-listers or the potential guys that could become A-listers for defensive tackle. But no doubt got 2 pieces in there. I actually, from a health perspective, if he's healthy, I think Saunders is a significant upgrade over Shy Tuttle. So in reality, I think it's all about, all right, you lost Onyemata. Who's going to replace Onyemata now? I really feel strongly that Saunders is an improvement over Shy Tuttle, and I think that Shepard will give you that 3rd to 4th defensive tackle, right? Like, can he be Contavious Street from last season or better? That's what you're hoping for there. And that's why when people say, well, are you being overly optimistic? No, I'm just trying to piece things together and see, like, who can be what. I still think they're missing their number 1 defensive tackle. They could get that in the draft, though. There are definitely prospects that I think can make an immediate impact, and it's all about finding that right guy. But look, the Saints are making moves. They're keeping busy, and they're slowly but surely putting together that defensive line. I think that's great news for the Saints. But that's going to wrap it up for this brief video. Of course, if the Saints do anything else, and it is certainly possible, I'll be here to cover it on the Straight Up Saints podcast, the destination for